Hi everybody, Coach Susan here with Big on Results Coaching. I help people that are in transition or stuck to live a life of joy and prosperity. But you know what I really do? I help my clients to unfuck themselves. But I'm here for your Manifestation Monday video on expression. Express yourself. Well, what is expression? It is what you do that takes an internal emotion and it brings it out. It is expressing yourself in a freestyle way. It means that you write the rules on expressing yourself. You are the one that decides what does that look like. It has nothing to do with conformity. You are the rule writer here. You get to decide everything that you do. Expression comes in two forms and it has two purposes. So you have a negative expression. That means the emotions that are inside you. You have a positive expression, which is also inside you. Frequently, we forget about all of that positive one, but we'll circle back to that. So when you have negative emotions and you go through life thinking, oh my gosh, I feel like this. Okay, well, I don't have to deal with that. That was from the past. That was a past trauma. Just swept it under the rug. I don't have to deal with it. Wrong answer. You do. But there are ways to deal with it. And it's called purging. Getting it out. So you can express yourself and get it out. Well, I'm going to label out a whole bunch of ways to express yourself. And you can do this in a positive way, or you could do this in a purging manner to get that negative emotion that you've shoved down, deep down inside you, or put on the back memory shelf. Well, now's the time to extract it. Pull it out. Because you need to express yourself in a whole bunch of beautiful ways. So you can express yourself with singing, with music, with dancing, with drawing, with painting, with a whole bunch of art, with sculptures, with sewing, with cooking. Those are all ways to express yourself. So when you maybe draw something that maybe it's a little on the dark side, it's okay. It's your shadow self. And that you are dealing with it. And that you are purging it out. And that you are not being afraid to show people, hey, this is what I got on the inside right now. So if you have it on the inside, get it out. Express yourself. We all have shadows that we need to remove. We all have past traumas that we need to deal with. We all do. Nobody is exempt from it. So when we have positive emotions, meaning that maybe you're painting in watercolors and it feels so great. Yeah, then you're expressing what is there. Sometimes you have both at the same time, and that is okay. Some days you're like, oh gosh, I feel like this. My poem sounds this way. And then the next day, my poem sounds this way over here. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you are freestyling and expressing your emotions. You can express yourself through singular sports or even group sports. Singular sports are the best. And the reason why I say that is because it has to do with your cardiovascular system, doing the deep breathing. And when you deep breathe and you are processing a whole bunch of emotions as you're doing this particular sport, you're exhaling it and it's releasing. And then it's gone forever. And then you get to enjoy yourself for whatever length of time. And I'm not referring to go run a short distance or go do this and go, woo, I'm so glad that I'm over that. Go back, go back. Go back, redo it. You should feel depleted, like you have no energy, but you should also feel so emotionally relieved. There is so many different ways, and you get to decide because this is freestyle. Expression, it's freestyle. You can do it through writing. You could write a book. You can actually do it through language. So if you want to just say fucking shit, as long as you're not telling somebody they are a fucking shit, but there's nothing wrong with you saying what you feel. Sometimes we just think about the other person and not ourselves. We never want to say anything that's going to belittle or berate anybody or make them feel horrible. Never. Don't do that. And if anybody does that to you, let that be a sign. You need to step away fast. You have an amazing life ahead of you. So don't delay it anymore. Keep moving forward. Don't be afraid to express yourself. Use discretion on using language. But if you feel fucking shitty, say, I feel really fucking shitty today. Or this motherfucker did this to me. You know what? There's nothing wrong with that. You're expressing how you feel. If something really bad happened to you and you go, gulp, and just let it sashay and sink down into the bottom of your belly, then that's like all those other past traumas, isn't it? Yeah. It's just going to be another thing to get rid of. Just another thing to purge. So as you start purging and you're removing all this negativity from you, start freestyling beautiful ways to express yourself. Maybe it's through dance. Maybe it's through something else that you super enjoy. You know what that thing is. It's always been there. You've always enjoyed it. Maybe you've allowed people to tell you, don't do that. Sit over here and be still. You need to sit on your hands. Kids are meant to sit silent and not be heard. Do as you're told, not as I do. Whew. Pretty bad messages. Again, stifling you in your freestyle of expression. Don't be afraid to express yourself. Use discretion. Don't hurt anybody. Just as I put a disclaimer on this video, because I didn't want anybody to get offended. You know who you can talk freely to and you know who you can't. But just because you're around somebody that is grumpy doesn't mean that you don't say it. You decide for yourself. Another amazing way of expressing something that's so beautiful, like love, Maybe it's just a nice touch. Maybe it's having a very intimate lovemaking session with your partner. That's a beautiful way, very cardiovascular, to express how you care for somebody and that you love them and that they mean a lot to you. You decide what those things look like. This is freestyle. You get to decide. You're the one that gets to write the rules, right? It's up to you. It's not up to anybody else. You're the one. You decide. So, if you need some assistance to unfuck yourself, that's what I do. And I'm sure my clients would attest to that. Sometimes the truth is brutal. Please reach out to me if I can assist you. That's what I'm here for. Express yourself. Tell people how you feel. Let the bad stuff out. Let the good stuff in. You know how to do that. Don't be afraid. Even if you're the only person on the dance floor. Even if you're singing. And maybe it's just a joyful noise. It don't matter. What matters is that you're doing it for you. Freestyle. Again, I'm Coach Susan. I'm here for you. Until next Monday.